Alright, what's up everybody, Brick here, and today I have a slightly different video for you guys. In fact, I am going to be taking apart my Endor mock. So yes, I did build this back in April, and it's been on display for a good 4 months now, so I think it's about time that it needs to be disassembled. So I thought I'd make this video kind of covering what process I need to go through in order to disassemble this, sort it out into its different pieces and whatever, and sort it back into my organizing system. So let's get started. So this isn't really a tutorial, but I would just kind of advise that you always start by taking off the minifigures from any mock, just for sake of keeping them separate from all the pieces. It just makes your life a little bit easier. Then I would go ahead and put them in any sort of container. That way you can keep track of them, and I know none of you guys would actually sort the minifigures back into sets immediately, so this is kind of like a in the meantime sort of step to keep them out of the way. So now that I've pretty much just left off with the bare mock, I'm going to start off, I think, by taking apart all the trees. That way I'm left pretty much with just the terrain, and that's going to be mostly plates and plants and stuff. So kind of first step is doing trees, then the next step will be the plants and water, and then third step will be the rest of the mock. Okay guys, so a quick update here. I've sorted all the parts out from the trees, so this is all of them right here, and then I'll put those in the respective drawers and then get onto the plants. Right, so I thought that while I was making this video, taking apart all the pieces and everything, I'd go ahead and show you some of my kind of organization going on here. So here is technically a toolbox, but I use this one specifically for all of my tree building pieces. So more on this side, you can see right here, well maybe you can see, there are a bunch of slopes. So those small ones, there's the inverted slopes up here, these slightly larger ones like that one right here, and then over on this side is more of the main trunk pieces, as well as these ones which you hook the leaves onto and things like that. Also back here, even though this technically shouldn't be used for a tree, I use this inside for the structure, because if you do know, or maybe you didn't, when you attach a bunch of these together, they become highly unstable. So by putting one of these flexible tubes down the middle, they become a little bit more sturdy. And then here's just a big drawer of all of the log pieces. Right guys, so here we are the next morning, and this is the progress I've been able to get done. You can see that I've completely stripped off all of the detailed plating that was on top here. So this is all the base layer of plating that went on. You can see right here is where all those pieces have gone. The reason why I didn't finish it last night and record it was mainly because I kind of got really tired of it. You know, it really is harder than you think to be there in one sitting and try and rip apart a complete mock. It does get very tiring and quite boring, so I took a little bit of a break, and this is where we are now. Next up, we're going to have to take off all of this water, and then we're going to start dismantling this area, and then that way you guys will see the filler brick inside and all that. So let's get started. Okay guys, so another update right here. I have pretty much completely stripped this whole mock clean of all of the detailed plating. Right now is pretty much just the bare minimum of plates that were used to cover up the base plates as well. I'd also like to show you, before I take this down, the kind of filler brick that was underneath all of these kind of formations right here. This is the only part right now that I haven't quite finished taking off. But in terms of the next step, I'm going to have to take off the base right there and then start on tearing up this bit, and then of course organizing all of this. So before the mock gets completely destroyed, I thought I'd show you what I kind of started off with when I was first building the mock. You can see that I did outline various areas in different colors. Now this dirt area over here, or this brown area, was where that dirt patch is going to be in front of the Endor base. And I kind of laid it out here, and then obviously I went over and refined it as I went on. This dark tan area right here is where that riverbed was supposed to go. So I had a general outline, and of course it did go over the waterfall, or actually it went the other way. And then this area where I didn't plate it off at all was where the elevated area, or the higher ground, was, so I didn't feel a need to plate it off. So now this is basically the last time you'll ever see this mock, so I'll go ahead and finish taking it apart. Alright guys, so here we are. Endor is finally disassembled. Apart from this, I might add that while I was building this, I apparently built it on 3 16x16 plates, which was a good decision at the time. I completely even forgot about that. But the good thing about that is that I don't have to take apart this base, which I do quite like the look of. But everything else is now completely disassembled. Of course, I do need to sort those parts. But overall, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I wanted to try and make something a little different, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.